Hello, beautiful souls. This is Masami. I hope you are doing well. Well, this is a video about the pre-solar eclipse that is happening this weekend over Saturday, and for some of you, a little bit earlier than that. And this week is starting out, well, pretty much the entirety of October, but it's a very powerful and dynamic month. But this particular pre-solar eclipse is going to be felt by all of us. Whether you're conscious of it or not, you're definitely going to feel that in your tissues and especially various joints. So stay tuned to that. I will mention that a little bit later. And because of the two eclipses happening this month, this month may be a little bit of a kind of up and down type of a ride, slightly bumpy, but it can be very energizing for us too. It's like a going down the roller coaster, going wee kind of a thing. So, and there'll be a little bit of a zigzagging kind of emotion that will get mixed into it. But it's certainly not one of those bumpy, like you're running into each other like a bumper cars kind of a feeling. That's not what I'm sensing from this month. But stay tuned to this up and down. And I'm actually thinking and feeling that this is a month, and particularly this pre-solar eclipse week is like a cosmic dance week. And I'm looking forward to discovering a little bit more about this cosmic dance that is happening at the universe, the cosmic level. And, there's a lot of energetic fields that and frequencies that you're going to pick up from this. But rest assured that if you can get into the cosmic party and dance with it, you will have an incredible month, incredible time moving with it, twisting with it, jumping with it, twirling with it. So keep that truth that there's this at the cosmic level. You might think that, there's no method in this madness, but there is. And that's what is going to unfold throughout this month. And this pre-solar eclipse period is going to address a couple of different things. So I will go over that in this video here. And if you're not disciplined right now in doing your morning routines or evening routines, some of those things I say, the bookends of your life, then this is the week that you want to pull that back in, revisit those practices, and make sure that you are addressing your body, mind, spirit every morning and end your day with it. That implementation of daily practices it's going to become a key to moving through the little bit of a bumpy, zigzagging, up and down cosmic dance. Okay. And if you are not implementing some of these, you may actually feel ungrounded, but also out of control a little bit. Then, when that happens, you just say, well, you know what? I just need to come back into it. I just need to make sure that I am implementing some of these tools for myself, because you have the practices and tools already. Okay. And, one thing that reminded me of was last night I'm at this conference, and in this conference area also hosts weddings and things like that. So there was this beautiful wedding that was unfolding as I was walking back to my room, and everybody that was there celebrating one thing, really love and the connection of this bride and groom. They were all dancing, kids to grandparents, to all ages, right? Jumping, twirling, twisting, and using lights. And it was just in this dark night. Everybody's holding this light, bouncing and moving and laughing and singing. And I thought, that's exactly what is happening right now, particularly this week, pre-solar eclipse. And that cosmic level joy is something that all of us are, if you're willing and if you're aware enough, you will feel it, you'll taste it, you may even hear it. You can join in the dance party also. And, it's important to remember that everybody was making different moves. Some of them are dancing together. Some little kids were just bouncing and jumping and things like that. But it was wrapped in one intention, which was celebrating the love, celebrating this unity of love together for the bride and the groom, but as the community too. And that was gorgeous for me to watch as I walked back to my room. So number one, let's remember that you have the tools and practices to keep you connected to this cosmic dance. And you have the means and ways to dance with the cosmos. And that's what is so exciting and fun and also really challenging at times throughout this month, but we can do this. And if you see it as a dance, I think it like it relaxes our hearts. And this pre-solar eclipse is the week, the very beginning of integration of dark and light all throughout the month. So stay tuned to maybe some of the shadows coming in. Maybe you notice some like dark shadows or something that's casting from this gorgeous tree. Just notice some of these light changes, changes in shapes of the shadow that gets casted, but also the light that's shining through. And when the moon passes in front of the sun, we're often confronted with the importance of our spiritual expression. And in other words, your spirit commands your attention. It's really key. Spirit will ask for your attention, and your soul requires your attentiveness and probably curiosity as well. So I really have been feeling this a lot, and I'm assuming that the many of you that are watching this video are feeling that too, and maybe talking about it with some of your friends too. This soul and spirits dance that's unfolding already. And this week, as the pre-solar eclipse week starts, you will most likely feel you need more than what you're currently receiving. I'm going to say that again. As this pre-solar eclipse week begins, you're going to feel that you need more than what you're currently receiving. But before asking for what you need, really get clear on what you are already receiving and what is actually lacking in your life. And maybe you will notice that, oh, it's not lacking. I wasn't, seeing it clearly. Maybe that will happen as well. And feel into what needs more attention. I want to give you an example of this just quickly during this conference as well. A beautiful person came up to me a couple of days ago at the beginning of the conference that she asked me if I would do an intuitive reading on her. I guess she picked up, or not picked up, but she actually learned. I wasn't coming out and saying this at all, but the eclipse season really does that. It will hide maybe unnecessary blinding lights, and it'll really, particularly this one with the solar eclipse, it's going to shine the ring of fire. So I was talking to somebody, the fact that I work on an intuitive level, and somebody told somebody else, and so on, so on, so on and so forth. And then this person approached me and asked me to read her. So I said, well, when the timing is right, I'm sure your body will let me know. So I will respond to that. And it was last night that finally I had the chance to tune in. So I mentioned to her that her body was doing great. Her organs, her systems, everything was doing quite fine. But what I felt was that she was missing, like there's a yearning in her heart center for more affection and touch and adoration, like the word amor. So it's not just love, but it's not just saying I love you, but I felt that she was really yearning for that touch and love, wanted to feel it in her cellular level. And she teared up, and I held her hands, and I actually stroked her hair a little bit. And I told her that she's beautiful. And, I'm not going to go into much more detail than this, but I encourage all of you during this pre-solar eclipse time to feel into your needs. Okay. That's not being fulfilled right now, and that you could use more receiving. Okay. So feel into your need, and particularly what's more than what you're currently receiving. That's the key here. Okay. This is a very important week to really tune into that, set some time to recognize that in you. And as we go through this month, and if you're in my program, we'll go a lot deeper into this as well. And by the way, if you want to join this eclipse season October program, you still have time. We're going to do the live call on Saturday on that solar eclipse day. So you have plenty of time. So please check the link below to join me and go through this journey with a group of us beautiful, beautiful people. And once again, there's a lot going on this week, pre-solar eclipse. So tune in, okay? Really get clear on what you are already receiving, and get clear on what is actually lacking in your life. Okay. Well, I'll be with you soon again. Thank you so much. Enjoy this pre-solar eclipse period. Get back in. Know that the cosmos, there's a cosmic dance happening, unfolding. Get in the fan, not fan, fun, and enjoy this pre-solar eclipse period. Okay. Thank you so much. Namaste.